It is a 41-yard try, and the Rams are gonna fake it. Straight ahead, it's Esslinger. Esslinger at the 10, 5, touchdown! Oh my goodness, what a play for Colorado State!
The party in San Diego in 1997 was one of the great moments in Colorado State history. Celebrations like this echo throughout our past and motivate our athletes today. Tonight we step back to celebrate the Colorado State Hall of Fame Class of 2007. We honor 5 people who add to our tradition of greatness and strengthen our foundation of excellence. The football life of Anthony Cesario took him to the NFL, where he rubbed elbows with other Ram alumni. As a 4-year letter winner in football, there were many great moments in the career of Anthony Cesario, but none greater than the 1997 Holiday Bowl.
I remember, being in the stands and all the people there to support us, and after the game and coming back to campus and all those things. That was probably the greatest moment of my playing football life. Had the coaching staff that believed in us as players and myself, and it was a dream. It was very much a dream.
Before games, there was often a large presence in the locker room that would inspire Anthony.
And I think you guys are on the threshold of greatness. And I think tonight is certainly a hell of a good time to show the world.
I looked up to Phil McGraw when I was here, him coming to the locker room, and we had a chance to be around him quite a bit back in 97, 98. And it's just an honor. It's definitely an honor, and I don't know, I'll cherish it forever.
In 1998, he was first-team All-Conference, a finalist for the Lombardi Award, and a first-team All-American. But mostly, he's proud to be a CSU Ram.
It means everything to me. I have 2 little nephews now, and they're going to be CSU Rams one day. This university gave me a chance in life, and I'll always hold that dear to my heart, to get the opportunity to be a CSU Ram.
Anthony's final home game as a Ram came in the Border War at a cold and sloppy Hughes Stadium field. His jersey from that night hangs in a frame with the muddy reminders of a great career.
I just wanted to leave it the way it was, so I put it in a frame and I could look at that and just puts a smile on my face to think of all the good times I had up here at CSU.
When you're a wrestler, you pay attention to your weight. That lifestyle has never left Ron Day, and today his letter jacket still fits. He won 2 Skyline Conference Wrestling Individual Championships while at Colorado A&M. He was coached by a couple of legends in Hans Wagner and Tuffy Mullison.
I think Coach Mullison probably had the most influence in my life as far as my wrestling career is concerned. I thoroughly enjoyed my experience there. It was great. We had good coaching, had a lot of good guys, a lot of good wrestlers there, and then we did well, and we had some really exciting times together. It was really fun.
In his senior year, he made it to the championship match of the NCAA Finals and was leading in the final period 3-2. Coach Mullison wanted him to hang on for the win, but the referee gave him a warning for stalling.
And I was a little bit worried that he was going to put me down on the mat and give the kid a couple of points anyway, so I dove in for a takedown, and it obviously didn't work, and I ended up losing my final match for the national championship, 4-3.
Receiving this award tonight brings back a lot of great memories.
I think my memories, of course, were with the guys and the coaches we had. They were so good to us, and working out with the fellas and traveling with them and being on the team with them was really great. And then when you won, of course, that just topped it off. I'm still just can't hardly believe it. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm thrilled. I'm humbled. I'm just so proud to have that honor bestowed upon me, because I just really had a wonderful time, and my memories are so great of the time I spent up there at Colorado A&M during those years.
And here now is Toman.
Three-time All-American Liz Toman set 6 school records during her career in outdoor and indoor track and field. She became the first female athlete in school history to qualify for the NCAA championships in 3 different events in the same year.
Well, my first year I started off as a heptathlete, and because I had ovarian cancer the year before, my last year of high school, my running just didn't come back in the way that we had hoped it would. So we switched over to field events only. So I did javelin, high jump, shot put. Those were established events that I already knew, and then I picked up the discus my second year here as well.
She had never really thrown the discus before, so we started from scratch there. And I always wondered what it'd be like as a coach, as a track coach, to be able to take a very good athlete and start from scratch with them, like in the discus, and try to build a champion there.
She went on to win numerous conference championships, and in 2001 was named Mountain West Conference Female Athlete of the Year.
What she went through, I think, made her tougher, made her mentally stronger than a lot of people her age, to have gone through, the cancer and the chemotherapy. And great competitor, intelligent, easy to coach, just a pleasure to work with.
Coach Bedard, I've said before, and I just have the highest regard for him as a coach, as a person.
Liz Toman's focus on academics netted her numerous awards as a scholar athlete, but tonight's award leaves her feeling overwhelmed.
To be up in the Hall of Fame with Olympians and the likes of the people that I even worked out with, Shelley Greathouse and Casey and Coach Bedard, all these people they're just so big in my eyes.
Jack Upton was a 2-year letter winner in both football and baseball. Juggling 2 sports was a full-time job.
It was tough. It was, no time off. I went straight from baseball to football. And in the summer, I lifted weights for football, worked out for football, and played baseball.
In 1979, he led the nation in hitting with a .506 batting average, which was the second highest mark in NCAA history at the time.
Everything I hit fell in. It was just one of those baseball term. I got in a tree and stayed in that tree. I was just hot the whole time, the whole year. It was 506. I'll always remember that.
He would get his cuts. He took some big swings. I've seen Jack hit balls where you think the shortstop could reach up and snag it, and it's just a rope, and it just keeps going over left center field fence. It was really, he could hit the ball.
While baseball was really his best sport, he got the chance to be part of one of the great all-time football teams in school history.
We had a heck of a team. Our defense played in the NFL. Mike Bell, Al Baker, Cliff Featherstone was a DB, played in the NFL. Mark Nichols played in the NFL. We had a great defense.
For 2 consecutive years, Jack Upton was the baseball team's leading hitter and was named All-League, All-District, and Second-Team All-American in his senior year.
When Gary called me, I got chills. I just got chills. It's humbling because you just like Mike Bell, Al Baker, these are big league guys. These are, it's very humbling, and it's hard to put it in words how humbling it is. It's a great feeling.
You are only as strong as your weakest link.
Running has always been a big part of Bob Parry's life. Today he continues to pass on his passion for the sport to generation after generation.
15 yards, down to the 10-yard line, high knees, let's see what you look like. They keep you young. You learn to maybe change your expectations. I also see that they need a lot of mentoring. They need a lot of extra help.
Parry learned a lot about how to mentor athletes from Del Hessel.
Hessel was the kind of person that would demand excellence. He would say jump, and our response back then was how high. Class is hard to define, but easy to recognize. And we were easy to recognize because we had a character about us. We were pretty tough.
In the early 1970s, Del Hessel was attempting to build Colorado State into a force in track and field. For Coach Hessel, Bob Parry was a big step along that journey.
Bob Parry was the catalyst of everything that happened in track and field from 1970 till today. And you have to understand that Bob Parry was not only a tremendous athlete and set records that lasted for 30 years, he was an inspiration to the team.
He was a piece that helped build the tradition that we now have at Colorado State University. Bob literally was a workhorse. He ran umpteen number of races, on every meet, and everybody wanted to be better, so he made us all better.
Bob Parry competed in the NCAA Track and Field Championships 4 times, twice winning All-American honors. While competing here, he set 11 CSU records.
I think what brought us mostly together was our loyalty to Hessel, absolutely, and then we understood sportsmanship, we understood statesmanship, we understood what it took to represent Colorado State.
In 1976, he won a national title at the U.S. Track and Field Federation Championships.
There's trophies and there's ribbons and there's medals and there's rings, but I find out it's those relationships. And when I look up there on that wall and know quite a few of those people up there, that's a very elite club. Those are some very great people that added to athletics at Colorado State. To be added to that list is very humbling, absolutely.
Tonight we pay tribute to the 2007 Hall of Fame inductees. They represent the athletic and academic excellence of the Colorado State family. We celebrate the willpower, the drive, and the accomplishments of athletes both past and present. Their desire and courage to reach for lofty goals inspires the resolve of those who compete today.